Today's video is going to be really fun and fresh, y'all. We are going to go over 15 ways to fill out your sketchbook. Now, this isn't an original idea. This idea has been done over and over again, but I've never done it. So we're going to be doing it today. Also, a little life update. I got studs. Kind of hate it. Now, moving past the earring situation, we're gonna be filling out this red Moleskine sketchbook. And if you're wondering, this is the standard sketchbook from Moleskine. That's 13 centimeters by 21 centimeters, and it's 104 pages. And like always, if you want to know the materials I use in this video, I'll just have them in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first way to fill out your sketchbook is doing some monochromatic sketches. I personally love color, but I'm not great at like combining colors, so I think this is like the perfect thing for me to do. My sense of color theory is not that great, so I always stick with the primary colors anyways. I think you can't really go wrong with combining primary colors all on the same page, and so I just did that. And after I did 3 of the portraits, I felt kind of lazy. Didn't want to do another one, and so I just did a little brown like smiley face character. That was easy, that was fun, and it's kind of cute. The second way I fill out sketchbooks are doing blind contours. These are super low pressure drawings because they're not supposed to look good. They're really just for fun. I'm not too sure about like the technical value of it and like what you get out of it necessarily, but I think they're fun. They're super low pressure. I don't feel like they have to look good or anything because it's a blind contour. If you guys don't know what that is, you're essentially not looking at the paper when you're drawing, and you're just mapping out the contours of what you're looking at. So for these, I just did faces, and they did not turn out great, as you can see, but they're not supposed to. And after I'm finished with all the blind contours, I really love to accent them with fun colors. So for this one, I chose yellow and just kind of highlighted the fun parts of the blind contour. On the third page, we are doing cartoon caricatures / drawings of famous people. For this one, I chose to do Tyler the Creator because he just came out with a new album. I haven't listened to the whole thing, to be honest, but I listened to Wilshire, and that one was fucking iconic. To be quite honest, I did not like how this drawing turned out at all. I hated it. I really did. But I think I kind of pulled it together at the end. I'm not sure. Y'all will just have to wait and see. I started off the portrait by doing a little sketch, and then I went right into my Ohuhu markers. Ohuhu markers has a funny name. Ohuhu sounds like an owl in the morning or the night. I'm not sure. Are they nocturnal? I think they're nocturnal. Not sure. Did not attend that lesson. Ohuhu markers are alcohol-based markers, and they're similar to Copics. However, these are like about 1/3 of the price of Copics. Copics are so fucking expensive, and it's so hard to find a good dupe for them, but Ohuhu markers are great, so I just purchased those. Now, keep in mind, they are still very expensive for markers in general. They're like $1, $1.50 per marker, but they're a lot cheaper, especially when you buy them in bulk, so that's what I'm using today. They're great, they're fantastic. I've used them for the past couple months, and I love them. I love my experience with them, so I would highly recommend that. On the next page, I just drew a shit ton of hands on this page. I went ham, hand, ham, a slant rhyme for y'all. I put the mechanical pencil in my hand like I use a knife to cut my ham. Period. Oh my god. Y'all will not see every hand because my camera died while filming it, but I did film another hand after I recharged it, and that's in real time, so that's kind of fun and fresh. Really fun and fresh. If you wanted to see my process of how I draw a hand, you can see it in real time. How fun. Yeah, I'm not the best at drawing hands, but I think I'm getting a lot better. I've seen a significant improvement of my hand drawing abilities in the last couple months because I've been practicing drawing hands. I've been doing a lot of hand studies on my own, and so I think I've seen a dramatic improvement for me. I know if you're super picky, these will not look that great, but I tried. I tried my best, and that's the most important thing, especially in a sketchbook, because literally no one should see it. The only reason why y'all are seeing it is because I'm deciding to post it. Will I regret this later? Hopefully not. On the next page, we are using some post-it notes and we're gonna draw some animals. The reason why I'm using post-it notes is because there's significant bleed through from the Ohuhu markers that I just used, and so I'm just using the post-it notes to have another layer of paper on top of it so there isn't the bleed through. And I'm going over with just a mechanical pencil to do some animal studies. It's not really a study because I'm not really studying anything, I'm just drawing some animals. I think it's a nice break from portraits because sometimes I can't tell if I'm like okay at drawing or if I'm just okay at doing one thing. And so drawing animals really helps me take a step back from portrait drawings and just focus on proportions and like studying features that I'm not completely familiar with, which is really great to do. I think, I would assume. I'm not an expert, do not treat me as such. I just simply communicate, transmit my unprofessional, unqualified advice to you. You there, just sitting there, looking so good. Hola. Hola. The sixth way I fill out a sketchbook is just doing some scribble art. I just laid down some quick pen scribbles and I just made some faces out of it, some hands, some limbs, they're everywhere. Just get creative as possible. And if you're super stumped for ideas, you can always go on Pinterest or Google and just search up random images and just kind of scroll until you find something that could work for the scribble. I didn't use that method here because, as you can probably tell, I did not use a reference for these. They could have been a lot better if I did use references, but I just didn't. I think it's super important actually to try to draw without references because it just helps you get more creative. You can see what you really know by yourself. On the 7th page, I practiced using negative space. Drawing negative space is a great way to see an image in a different way. Usually when we look at an image, we look at the subject and the main focus of it, but looking at the negative space around it can help us find proportions. So for the fail attempt, I tried doing a tree. It didn't work out, no bueno, okay? It was a little warm up and it was a fail. However, on the next page, I kind of redeemed myself here, kind of snapped. I used 3 post-its to cover what bled through again, and then I used a mechanical pencil and drew a chair using the negative space around it. And I drew a person and another person, but you can't really see those people because I drew the negative space. On the 8th page, I tried practicing a bit of my proportions / full body anatomy. I just do 3 different people. One of them was in action, jumping through the air. And for the second guy, he was just squatting there. And for the third one, I drew a woman doing some shoulder presses. She was working out. She was having fun with it. On the 9th page, I tried drawing a house. I was pretty proud of the sketch. I thought it was kind of cute, it was fun. And then I got to the coloring part, and again, my sense of color theory is awful. So as you can see, it was a bit of a mess. And the most embarrassing part of it was I literally had the reference photo of the house up there. It wasn't like I was just making these colors up, but I just could not color match properly with the markers. So I got what I got. Did I shoot myself in the foot a bit? Absolutely. Does it matter though? Not at all, because it's a sketchbook. I think I'm actually kind of being negative and like going in on a lot of my drawings, but I am proud of them. I'm proud of them because I did them. And so if you're feeling like this negative energy coming your way, I am so sorry, that's not the point. I'm trying to be funny and relatable. I'm just kind of spewing my inner thoughts, and obviously it's easier to judge your art than to like it. But in case you're wondering, I like don't really hate my art. Obviously I like it enough to post it, obviously I like enough to do it, and I'm still working on myself. We should normalize working on yourself. So adding a little positive twist to this, you're gonna see me in 30 days in just another random YouTube video, and you're gonna see a house that I draw then, and it's gonna look 10 times better, hands down, than the one in the sketchbook. So that's something to look forward to. Whenever I draw, I always try to imagine myself in the future, like drawing the same thing but like 10 times better, and then future me looking back on past me's work, and then future me feeling really proud that I improved that much in that short period of time. So we're gonna do that here. We're gonna imagine future me drawing a house, thinking it's so much better than the one right now. Period. On the 10th page, I looked up a warm color palette and found some orange hues, reddish hues, and brown hues, and I just made a ton of different blobs with them. I saw my friend Kate on TikTok do the same thing, and she just did a bunch of blobs on her paper and made faces out of them. I decided to put some faces in them, some animals, and some limbs. Hers kind of matched more with the blob, like the blob shape really dictated the drawing that she did inside of it, but I was just like, fuck it. I decided to approach each blob as like a winder to see an image, not the blob being an actual organic shape itself. That's how I interpreted it. You can go either way. It's honestly really fun to just draw blobs too. It's like super relaxing for some reason, and so just draw blobs if you're stumped. That's always fun. On the 11th page, I said no outlines. I was just trying to render an image using the shadows that I saw. So I just did a ton of hatching to map up the shadows, and I tried my best not to outline anything in particular. I think I kind of outlined a bit of the nose. It's honestly super difficult for me to not outline things, but I tried my best and I just hatched. The 12th way I filled out my sketchbook was doing one-line art, and I did this with a mechanical pencil. I just looked up a random image on Pinterest that was a portrait, and then I just started drawing her, and eventually I got what I got. I think it was fine. I was like, whatever, it's just for practice. However, I wanted redemption. So I drew a sketch of her, not one line after, to just prove to myself that I could draw it if I wanted to. The 13th way I filled out my sketchbook was looking up cartoon reference photos, and so I took that image as inspiration and I decided to put myself in the drawing. There's an iconic photo of Herb from BoJack Horseman when he's like dying in BoJack's mind, and like this black matter is like taking him away and disintegrating his body. So I switched out Herb with myself, and I also switched out the black goo with some warmer kind of fun colors. I thought it was a fun, clean drawing, and again I used Ohuhu markers for this, which was super fun and fresh. I thought it was a fun, clean drawing, and again I used Ohuhu markers for this, which was super fun and fresh. For the 14th page, I took two different images and used the color palette from one, and I did the reference photo from another. So for the color palette, I decided to take reference from Furry Little Peach. She posted like this new poster / image that I really loved, and it had really cute trees. And for the reference photo, I did a little cute photo shoot, I think, of this like sweet little girl looking down, and so I thought that was really fun, and so I combined them and got this. The last and final way I found my sketchbook is not drawing anything at all. It's just using a sticker, y'all. I'm not a huge sticker person, to be honest. Like, I never really bought stickers before. I was never that kid to put my stickers on my water bottle or my computer. However, I recently bought a sticker pack from Matthew's SORGIE, and it was really cute, really fun and fresh. And so to fill space in my sketchbook, I just decided to put one of his stickers on the page, on the little spread. And I thought the pink one looked the best on the page, and so I put it there in its nice little home. Matthew SORGIE, fucking genius. That man is a genius. And if you want to buy his sticker pack, I'll just link it below. I think he has a couple more sticker packs left, and so go ham on it. Go ham on it, y'all. It's a fun time there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, like the video. And if you have a funny comment, joke, want to tell me about your day, or just want to vent in the comments below, comment it down below. I read every single comment and try to respond to all of them because it is a small, tight-knit community. And if you like me, my art, or want to follow my journey as an art student in LA, you can just subscribe. It is a fun time here. And I think that's the end of the video, y'all. That's the end of the video.